Hey guys, it is Laura Hyatt with Team Callahan at Keller Williams. I am a partner and director of operations here at the team, and you're on the next episode of Coffee Talk. We do these every Thursday at 10 a.m. on Facebook Live, and our special guest today, Jeri Boxx with Savannah Air Factory.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Laura.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about who you are. What do you do?
Right, Savannah Air Factory is a residential and commercial heating and air company.
So all things HVAC.
Pretty much. We started in 2013 with two guys.
You and Ray.
Ray, the other owner. And now we're up to about 20 people. We just
Holy
turned
cow.
7 years old. So
Happy birthday,
thank
Savannah
you.
Air Factory.
Yeah, we just had a birthday, actually.
Nice.
In May.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I remember when Ray and Jeri, y'all were the only ones. And you would literally come to my house and climb my attic.
Right.
AC.
Right. Everybody thought it was Ray and Jeri's AC.
They've grown a little bit. Yeah.
They didn't actually ever know what the name was.
Yeah. Savannah Air Factory, in case you're wondering. So today we are going to talk kind of all things HVAC, heating and cooling in your house. So most everybody hopefully has central heat and air, which is where you come in.
Right.
So talk to me, Jeri, like how often should I be changing the air filters in my house to really just make sure that I'm getting the best efficiency and making sure my system's going to last as long as possible?
Yeah, filters, we normally recommend the pleated style. So it looks like a kind of a gentle accordion.
So once you get it like Home Depot, Lowe's,
yeah, you
online.
can usually get a 3-pack for $10.
Okay.
You know, we don't recommend the really tight filtrete
Yeah.
ones. They can restrict air too
Okay.
much. So the mild pleat, they say 90 days.
What do you recommend?
Probably maybe every other month.
So what about if I have a dog or pets in the house? Would it be more
Definitely
frequent?
once a month.
Okay.
Yeah. Once a month, at least check it. So if you have a reminder, you're paying your power bill, you're paying your rent or mortgage, think about that air
Kind of
filter.
tie it
Just kind
together.
of make sure, because that's probably the
Yeah.
number one thing homeowners can do.
Yeah. What about general kind of maintenance? I know you do a lot of like service calls. Like, we've seen people over the years say, "Oh, I'm getting my HVAC serviced." Is that a normal thing that someone should do? And if so, kind of how often?
It is. We have a maintenance plan where we come out twice a year. So you want to have it checked for spring, summer, you know, for your cooling season, and you want to check it again for your heating season.
So kind of the first time you're going to turn it on for the air conditioning or the
Right.
heat.
Right, and so we do things like clean the unit, make sure its efficiency is doing all that it can, change the filter at that time, clear the
Yeah.
drain, which is a big deal.
Huge.
I mean, these things are, you know, most people have them in their attic and they're making water, so you want
Right,
to make
and
sure.
Check that overflow fan, right?
Right. Check the pan and get the drain cleaned out. That's kind of the sort of ticking time bomb
Gotcha.
that people don't know about. But yeah, twice a year. And also with our plan, there's discounts. When you do need emergency service, you get priority. You get 15% off when you do need parts.
So really, it's
labor
about
items.
being preventative. You know,
Right.
like making sure if we're changing our AC filter on a regular basis, we're doing the service when we're getting our systems kind of tuned up, if you will.
Right.
That really gives it the best opportunity for a long lifespan.
Yeah, because it's no different
Just
than
like
your
a
car.
human or a car.
Oil change, yeah. I always say life is maintenance. We can help. So whether it's getting haircuts and cutting the grass, and there's always something on the list, and so we can help with the heating and air.
Nice.
And then you can see when you're going to have problems
Yeah.
too.
Right. You can kind of see those coming, so hopefully you can catch it when it's a small thing or a more affordable
Right. That's
repair
right.
versus my system is shot and needs to be completely replaced.
Yeah, I mean we try to be the unit's doctor.
Yeah.
You know, we want to be the trusted advisor. It's always kind of repair versus replace. How old is it? Can I get one more year?
Can I
Seems
fix
to be
these
the-
couple things?
be the
Yeah.
thing. And that becomes the thing. One more year, just one more year.
Yeah. Squeeze it in.
So, that typically lasts about 3 years for those of you keeping
Okay.
tracks.
There you go.
If you just say one more. If it's year 5 and you're saying one
One more year, it might be time to look at something. Yeah.
Right. You should have been saving up.
Yeah. So what about like the fancy Nest thermostats or the high-tech thermostats? Are those worth it? Do they really help you kind of save money or manage your system more affordably?
I don't think so. You know, they've done a lot of studies about, in Georgia Power and other, they like to talk about programmable thermostats, and you can kind of set it back and set it higher when you go to work, and then,
Right.
But when they really study it, it doesn't help that much.
Okay.
you know, it should be sort of a set it and forget it is what we kind of call it.
Kind of put the right temperature and just let it run.
Yeah, just let it kind of do its thing. Because you get in trouble when you, you know, especially don't turn it off when you go to work. Because then the house gets super hot. You come home from work, it'll never catch up.
It'll have to like come even harder.
Right. It'll never catch up, and it'll take well into the night, and you just can't sleep until it finally catches up. So it's really better to just set it and forget it. Now, if you go on vacation, if you leave on vacation, a few degrees higher, of course.
Yeah.
You know, you may be having, you may still have your pets at home, being with the pet sitter and that kind of thing. So I would never turn it off. You just don't want to. It just gets too hot and humid, and then you start worrying about mildew.
And especially in
those
Savannah,
type
we're in a
things.
very humid climate, and it gets real hot here.
Yeah.
I'm sure most of you have already experienced that.
I like to say we're living in a swamp.
Yeah.
A historic swamp.
Historic swamp. It's pretty. Yeah. So that makes sense.
But no, I don't. I just don't think they're worth it. Now they do have they're all Wi-Fi versions now, and so you can. It's a novelty for a few weeks. Control it from your phone, but we just like to sort of set it and forget it. It's less things to break too, because
that is true.
The problem is you basically have a laptop on your wall now,
right?
And power outages, and they do quirky stuff.
Yeah.
And,
now something I know that y'all have done for me on one of my rental properties, and that I do like is if you have an investment property and you want it, or a vacation rental, or just a rental house or whatever, being able to set kind of a lock on the thermostat so that your tenant isn't running the power or running the HVAC super high, super low.
Right.
Give them a reasonable thing. It helps just kind of manage your system
Yeah, no, it is to have that kind of nice lockout. Because we know when people go on vacation, a hotel or...
Woo, 68.
Right, they want to crank it down to 65, but then they forget.
Right.
They check out, the cleaning people come, and it's like, oh my God, the power bills and everything else. So it's nice to have those.
And
just sort of create a
straightforward to put in.
A better,
right?
Yeah. No, you can set those up so they're not, you know, maybe it doesn't go below 70 or, you know, not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah.
But still comfortable for someone want to enjoy it, but not that extreme.
Right.
Because that causes problems too. Units freeze up when it's been set on 65 for
forever.
3 days in a row. You know, they never stop running, so it just becomes this giant snow cone.
Fun fact, my AC broke one time years ago, and Ray and Jeri were in my attic. It said, "Oh, we got a level 2 lockup," and I said, "Oh, okay. Well, how many levels are they?" And they go, "Just 2." It was pretty bad.
Right.
They fixed it. We're fine. But yeah. So generally speaking, in order to kind of help people save money on their power bills and whatnot, it sounds like what you're saying is let's pick a reasonable temperature, put it at that. Don't really ram your thermostat up, down.
Yeah, it's not like a light switch. You know? It's not a light switch like I'm home, it's on, I'm gone, it's off. Yeah, you just want to
climate control.
Yeah. Set it and forget it. And people ask all the time, what temperature should it be? And,
is there a magic number?
No, it's personal preference.
Yeah.
I mean, the energy misers tell you 78, but that's not going to work at my house. That's too high.
77 works great in my house.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, somewhere in that
Everybody
sort of
has a different
mid-70s.
preference.
Yeah, they absolutely do. Everyone does.
Yeah. Gotcha. Well, what else do you wish people knew about their AC units, whether just having one, proper maintenance, or just kind of what to expect?
For homeowners, the filter is the biggest deal.
Yeah,
it's changing the filter. It's the thing
so
we forget
affordable
about.
And so easy to forget.
Yes, you always people always forget about their filter, and then it's the first thing they run to, and so we run a lot of calls, and we I'm like, oh, the filter's clean and brand new.
I wonder when you changed it.
Yeah, you check the garbage can. It's like, oh, are you missing a cat? What?
Yeah.
No, a clogged filter will freeze the unit up. And what happens is it becomes this giant block of ice.
Yeah.
And then it has to thaw out, and it makes a mess. You can have water leaks.
The whole thing, especially if your air handler's in your attic. That's just...
Right, so the filter is the biggest thing, that a homeowner can do.
A tip that y'all taught me is to write the date that you installed the filter, like on the filter.
Right.
Just get a Sharpie, put it in there, and that way, because sometimes if it's in the ceiling, you can walk underneath it and be like, oh yeah, that says that I installed this on whatever date. It's great for rental property too. You can kind of keep tabs on
That's right.
when the filter was
Yeah,
changed.
because it does cause a lot of nuisance calls, and then it just has to thaw out. You know, I mean,
Which
sometimes
takes
we'll
time.
turn the heat on to accelerate that, but you know, we don't want to make a mess
Right.
because the drain hole gets covered with ice. I mean, it can really make a mess, and you don't want that. So the filter is the number one thing. You know, part of our maintenance, we clean the outdoor unit. So you're going to have dirt and dust and pollen and grass clippings, and those things
Which kind of gets sucked
hurt
in.
the efficiency.
Yeah.
They hurt
What
the
about like
efficiency.
ductwork under the house? We see a lot of that in our lovely historic homes. The ductwork is running under the house. I mean, is just checking for leaks to make sure that you're getting the best airflow. Is that recommended, or kind of what would you say?
Yeah, I mean, we look for that on the maintenance.
Okay.
I mean,
So I don't have to crawl into my house. You'll do
No,
that. for me.
no, you don't. I mean, we'll check it out. You know, obviously, if you have a room that's not heating or cooling, that can
Yeah.
be an issue if something's broken. We do have a lot of crawl spaces here. We're
We
not
do.
big fans, and sometimes you have to give yourself a pep talk before you crawl.
You can do it.
Right. Yeah. Well, you
Better
shine
you
your
than
flashlight
me.
and you make sure there's no
Yeah.
eyes staring back.
Listen,
And then you just
I
go
don't
for
go
it.
under houses.
But, and we don't want the duct touching the ground
Yeah.
because it can get moist. You know, if it's metal, it can rust out eventually, or flex duct will just sort of deteriorate. So that's a big deal. Just making sure it's off of the ground.
So really just having a
And
company
hung up.
like yours come in and just do a general kind of service check is a great first step.
Right.
If you haven't had your AC tuned up in a while, or maybe you think it could be running a little better than it is, one, check your filter, right?
Right. That's
And
the
then-
biggest thing.
And then two, see about
Clean
contacting
filter,
you for-
do a maintenance, and we
do a
also
maintenance
check all
check.
the electronics, the fan motors, and check the heat, electric heat in the winter if you have a heat
Yeah.
pump. So we're doing all those checks, and we like the twice a year because a lot of people have gas.
Right.
So you're
Gas
checking
for
the
the
AC
heat.
in the summer, you're checking gas in the winter, which
Making
it
sure it's
has
all
its
working.
all the safeties and everything. So it's a big thing to
Yeah.
have it checked out and make sure that it's running as efficiently as possible. And then you also get a snapshot on how old is it, what's the life expectancy, those
Right.
type of things.
And you can start to prepare and plan, like
right,
if you
right.
are nearing the
Kind
end
of,
of
right.
life
Where are we
expectancy.
at?
Right.
Which
Understand.
I know we do a lot of inspections when you guys
Yeah.
sell homes, and that just gives a snapshot of, oh, it's 5 years old or
Right.
it's 10 years old. They typically last 10 to 15.
Depending on
Depends
obviously
on
maintenance, the
yeah,
brand,
the-
the
right.
use.
Is it a major brand or a
Yeah.
builder grade? And it's just good to have that kind of information so you can prepare
peace of
because it's
mind.
not fun money.
No,
You know?
listen, your
it's
AC
not new
needs to be
furniture.
replaced.
It's not a trip, so we know.
Yeah,
You know, we don't want to give bad news. So,
yeah,
but it is something. It's like the number one thing in your house.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, listen, the minute it doesn't work,
Oh yeah.
everybody is testy. So
right.
keep your
Tempers
AC
flare.
running. Yeah.
Tempers flare.
Yeah, awesome. Well, anything else you want to let our lovely viewers know before we sign off here on Coffee Talk?
I don't know. I want everybody to be safe. I know
Yeah.
it's trying times right now. You know, a lot of people were reluctant to get their maintenances done this spring just because of the pandemic. But
Sure.
we have masks and we have gloves. We've always worn booties over our shoes, our
Right.
shoe covers.
Keep 'em tracking stuff in.
So we have all of those things. Guys are very clean. You know, we always respect the people in their homes. So,
Yeah.
no, that's not a problem. And we have plenty of openings. You know, we can make
Awesome.
it happen.
So
Yeah,
if you're looking to get your AC tuned up or get a service check,
yeah,
who's your
Savannah
guy?
Air Factory, we appreciate it.
yeah, awesome. Well, thanks for coming in. I really
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
it.
you. This is
Yeah.
great.
Awesome. And just a reminder, guys, we do Coffee Talk every Thursday at 10 a.m. right here on Facebook Live. So be sure, I can speak today, to tune back in next week for our next special guest. All right, guys, have a great day.
Have a great day.